VPPNM News Release. Email, visionpress@windstream.net. Findings of fact, Tima's long-standing stewardship failures. Urvona, PA November 8, 2025. A comprehensive review of the Urvona Municipal Authorities, Tima, financial records reveals a troubling pattern of irregularities spanning nearly 2 decades. From the unresolved 2006 legal award discrepancy to recent failures in financial reporting, the Tima Board of Directors has demonstrated a persistent lack of stewardship, undermining public trust and violating statutory obligations. Findings of fact. 1. 2006 legal award discrepancy. Tima was awarded $175,000 in November 2006 following a successful legal challenge. Records show the authority ultimately received only $125,000, leaving a $50,000 discrepancy. Tima incurred $175,000 in legal expenses related to the case, yet no audit trail exists to reconcile the award, receipt, and expenses. This failure violates the Pennsylvania Municipal Authorities Act, 53 PAC.S. 5607, d. 2, which requires municipal authorities to keep full and accurate accounts of receipts and expenditures and submit them for annual audit. 2. Collapse of reported revenue in 2024. Water sales, Tima's primary income source, dropped from $322,004 in 2023 to no recorded revenue in 2024, leaving only $101.68 in interest income. This unexplained omission suggests either a billing failure, accounting error, or deliberate withholding of financial data. 3. Non-standard and vague expense entries. The 2024 ledger includes ambiguous line items such as bill, $3,702.58, monthly check, $1,050, and training analysis, $25,400, without vendor identification or contractual reference. Such entries obstruct audit trails and contravene the Pennsylvania Fiscal Code, 72 PS 1601 ETSEQ, which requires public funds to be traceable through proper accounting records. 4. Volatility in legal and administrative spending. Legal and accounting costs rose from $4,425 in 2022 to $13,096 in 2023, then shifted to $6,615 in 2024 without clear documentation. General and administrative expenses more than doubled over 3 years, reaching $59,082 in 2024, with no narrative justification. 5. Employment cost compression with irregular drug screening charges. Employment costs fell sharply from $131,295 in 2023 to $57,918 in 2024, while drug screening expenses spiked from $40 to $45 in prior years to $540 in 2024. Eyewitness testimony alleges drug screening was misused as a tool of harassment, raising concerns of retaliatory employment practices and hostile work environment violations. 6. Deferred capital and compliance spending. Engineering costs dropped from $57,582 in 2022 to $26,657 in 2024, while plant supply spending fell from $48,353 to $30,858. These reductions suggest deferred maintenance or compliance risks, with no capital plan narrative to assure ratepayers of long-term stewardship. Stewardship downfalls. Failure of revenue assurance, no reconciliation of water sales in 2024. Breakdown of documentation standards, vague expense entries obstruct accountability. Policy drift in HR practices, escalated drug screening costs without board-approved policy raise ethical and legal concerns. Unclear capital planning, reduced engineering and plant spending jeopardize infrastructure reliability. Board oversight deficiency, Tima failed to provide adequate visibility, approvals, and corrective action. Historical mismanagement, the unresolved 2006 award discrepancy demonstrates a long-standing pattern of neglect. Conclusion: the Tima Board of Directors has demonstrated a serious and long-standing lack of stewardship in its handling of public funds and employee welfare. From the unresolved 2006 award discrepancy to the collapse of revenue reporting in 2024, the authority has failed to meet its fiduciary duty under Pennsylvania law. Ratepayers deserve transparency, accountability, and lawful governance. Immediate corrective measures including forensic audit, policy reform, and board-level accountability are essential to restore trust and safeguard the authority's mission. Prepared for public release. This statement is issued to inform the community and uphold the principles of honor, integrity, and transparency in municipal governance. New release update on the drug screening. News release update. Clarification on drug screening practices at Tima. Urvona, PA November 8, 2025. Following the recent release of findings concerning irregularities in the Urvona Municipal Authorities, Tima, financial and employment practices, a clarification has been provided regarding the case of Ms. Casey Dick. Findings of fact, update. Pre-employment screening, Ms. Dick confirms she underwent a standard pre-employment drug screening test as a condition of hire. Random screening, she was also subjected to one random drug screening test during her employment. Results: both tests returned negative results, and Ms. Dick was cleared of any use of controlled substances. Conclusion: there is no evidence that Ms. Dick engaged in any conduct involving controlled substances. Stewardship implications. This clarification underscores the importance of accurate record-keeping and transparent communication in employment practices. While broader concerns remain regarding Tima's use of drug screening expenditures and potential misuse of policy, it is essential to affirm that Ms. Dick was fully cleared and that her reputation should not be clouded by misinterpretation of the financial data. Conclusion: the authority's financial records show a sharp increase in drug screening costs in 2024, raising questions of policy application and board oversight. However, in the case of Ms. Casey Dick, the facts are clear: she complied with all required screenings, tested negative, and was cleared of any suspicion. This update is issued in the interest of fairness, accuracy, and the continued pursuit of transparency in municipal governance. Prepared for public release. Issued to correct the record and uphold the principles of honor, integrity, and transparency in public service.